All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Dev Fireside Chat. My name is Mika. I'm joined here today by Lysania, Wendy, and Howard from the office. We also have a recorder here, Icarus, who is our CA, community CA, who's helping us out with the recording. So welcome, everyone. Today is May 4th, and it's a big deal because it is the first Friday after our big launch for PS4. I guess it's been pretty exciting journey for us, and it's been a huge launch. So far, it's been pretty successful. But I guess let's get some of the scoop from the office. Howard, how are things over there in New York? Oh, make sure you sound check there.
No, wait, I'm here. Yeah. It's been good. Well, I mean, it's really hectic. If there's any PS4 players listening, hold on. Let me pull out the release notes for just a second.
Mm-hmm. And we had a really successful sales weekend and an amazing launch. It's been really great so far. A lot of great players on the game.
Okay. So we got, so the big thing is that the, HUD display being cut off on some of the screens, some of the displays are fixed. So with this new update, which is 1.05 that you guys will get, it will contain a fix. So basically, if your screen is still doing, it's still cutting off like, a little bit on the side, if you go to the systems menu, go to settings, sound and screen, display area settings, you can basically, and select display area settings, you can basically fix that. Restart the game, and you should be good to go. And that this instruction obviously is in the release notes, so you guys can reference it there in the patch notes. I mean, that you can find in when you guys are getting re-downloading the update. We fixed some crash bugs, which is always great, and that achievement basically the trophy bug, where the competent whatever level 4 trophies don't unlock, that's fixed. And then we fixed a spectator bug where the HUD would disappear, that's fixed. There's some more crash bugs that we fixed earlier. So the game should be a lot more stable. So that should actually take care of the two biggest issues that we found. We also got some intermittent, sparse report that once in a while, people can't get on a gun for whatever reason. We're looking at that right now, but the good news is that the biggest issues for PS4 seems to have been under control. There are obviously one or two more bug crash cases that we want to investigate, or scenarios that we want to investigate, but that's been all right. I mean, at least it's like not where the PC launches in the past where just everything breaks, nothing works, and everything went to shit. So at least that didn't happen. For the rest of the stuff, I mean, obviously, some of us are fixing PS4 stuff. Some of us are returning, emails and whatnot. We also did some streams, and there's some reviews that coming in. So that's cool. So I mean, we just keep plugging away. And for guns is
obviously
the right after a release, so it's usually hectic. But we're also making some good progress with other projects. Hamsterdam is on track for a May. I want to say a May crowdfunding campaign, but we got to figure out someone to help us with trailer editing. But anyways, the build is actually looking pretty solid. So if we do a crowdfunding campaign and we say give out demo builds for people to try, we actually have that in place. So that's actually in a good place. So that's the kind of the aim is to do a crowdfunding campaign for Hamsterdam. The little hamster kung fu fighting.
Yeah, cool.
Other projects are ongoing. we have made some good progress with the horror project. A little bit less with the fire project because Matt is like spending a lot of time on PS4, and also making some good progress with the open world survival project. So, I mean, things are coming along, brewing in the background.
Yeah, a lot of focus this week on everything that's going on. So we'll cover a couple of important things for all you guys who are watching to be informed about, especially because now we have the PS4 platform. There's going to be a few changes to the way we do things. So Sean here, Lysania, has also been working with me very diligently, as well as Wendy, for that matter, in different areas of the game. And one of them being rewards and dead games, things of that nature, or for events, for that matter. Because PS4 is structured a bit differently from the PC version, so we had to kind of work around different solutions that would work for both parties. So in the future, if you're a PS4 player and you win items from the dead games, as an example, you can send in your winning screenshot if you have it, or just claim it. We can cross-reference for you. And then from there, we actually have a guide, which we will link to you so you can check out all the different available items you can pick from, which we can award to your profile on the PS4 platform. Now, it works the same way. It has worked the same way as it has before with PC, but it's a distinctive difference because of just certain limitations or certain changes that the PS4 platform has kind of presented for itself to us. So we are just working around with those, and we're making it possible for the rest of you guys to have access to some of this stuff. So that's something to be aware about. And I think event-wise, how are we doing on that front, Sean?
Event-wise, well, first off, for some of you who already know, the Crucible has already launched and is well underway in its first season. It is 3 weeks in, if memory serves me correct, and they're about to actually have their first ever Crazy King competition. So this week it's Crazy King, so they're doing something a little bit different, something we don't normally see in competitive play. So very interested to see how that plays out. Of course, recently, of course, we had SCS 200. That was a blast. I heard y'all entered the tournament.
We scored third place. So
yeah, I was very sad. I was hoping to be there, but unfortunately, things happened. I couldn't be there. So
it happens. It's fine. We did well.
But yeah, there's all sorts of fun stuff. We had a huge month last month for events. Lots of stuff happening, and of course every month is a big month for events. You can always check us out on the in game. We have a listing of all the events in the community tab. Be sure to check us out. We have an event practically every day. If I remember correctly, we still do have it every day. I have to check with the Alto party, make sure they're still doing Wednesdays and Fridays, but yeah, I believe we are still doing every day. We have an event, so be sure to check us out in game.
Yeah, I did want to make a side note for another major aspect that we're also addressing at the moment this week, and that is everything from the daily deal sales last weekend. It was really successful. We had a lot of people coming in to play the game, and there are a lot of interested parties who want to get those keys. We've sent out, I think last I checked, it was 24,000 keys. Is that right, Howard? Roughly?
Let me handle the stats, Miko.
Go for it.
Just a few. Just a few.
No, yeah, so we handed out actually about 25K keys now, and which comes to be close to 8,500 people that we replied to. So 8,500 emails we replied to in the last week or so, and obviously that took a while. So I mean, the amount of requests has been way more overwhelming than we anticipated, right? Because honestly, to be totally honest, I was like, hey, Steam, don't worry about it. Just give me like 1,000 keys. Well, not a problem. I don't expect that many people will actually, bother to send us an email and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we probably met that 1,000 email threshold. Yeah, no, within the first hour.
I was gonna say within minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
With the emails, yes, definitely.
Yeah, with the emails, maybe within the first hour. And yes, I was like, oh my god. So since then, I've actually requested 4 new batches of keys from Steam, right? Because I mean, it's hard for us to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna request 20 whatever 5,000 keys, 30,000 keys just to do a promo. They'll be like, what are you doing? And we never expected it to be this crazy, or with this with the responses have been this overwhelming. So I requested basically 4 batches of keys. They're probably laughing at me too. Like every time I reply keys now, I have to send out, reason for justification. And every time I just say, oh my God, it's been way more than anticipated. Oh my God, we found another big pile of emails that we didn't get back to yet. Oh my God, I underestimated again. Please help me. And then finally I was like, hey, I know. Yeah. Finally, I was just like, "Hey, Steam, I think this is it." Well, it's a lesson learned, right? I mean, next time we'll know. But can you give me another batch of keys, please? ASAP, please, because I mean, we were when I requested the last batch, we were down to less than 100 keys left. So they actually approved it. They approved it pretty quickly, so which is timely for a change. And early on, the problem as to why we got bogged down is because we were actually basically just replying almost as fast as the emails were coming in.
They were coming in much faster.
No, but on the first day though, right? On the first day, but Saturday, like when we get to about Saturday, we ran out of keys, and then there's nothing we can do for about a day and a half. Almost 2 days, right? And for those 2 days, we couldn't do anything. The email just like pile up, like a mountain. It became an avalanche, and that caused delay. So the key request, usually takes a while, and that caused some delay as well. We have actually some, at least a good portion of the emails that went to spam, and they got blocked by our SAM filter, and they're probably not recoverable. So that's unfortunate, and that obviously caused some frustration because people thought that, I sent out my keys, I sent out my email, why didn't you get back? I mean, sometimes we just didn't even receive it.
Didn't even get it.
I found quite a few cases like that, and so people, if people don't get it by now, you should just remind us, and we still have a small pile of a few hundred that we will go through, and hopefully we can get that done today. But generally, I mean, if you can't wait, or impatient, felt that you waited too long, or suspect that your email went to spam, we never received it, please don't hesitate to send us. I mean, it is a little bit more work, but please don't hesitate to send a reminder. And I've been checking.
Too much work to help you guys. Honestly, it really isn't. But it's
So wait, sorry, just one. So I've been checking all the new emails for the last 3-4 days that are coming in, and just replying as fast as they're coming in. So if you send a new email, we will see it and we'll get back to it, and it will be relatively fast. On top of it, because Miko basically said that in the original post that it will take us up to 7 days. We're at 7 days now. And there's still a small pile of people that we didn't get to. So we have actually created a in-game item bundle, like a care package, and for the people that we owe keys to, essentially from today on, that we haven't gotten back to yet, we'll also include a care package, just for obviously our mistake, or our fault for not getting back to you in time, and so you actually get some extra for you, as well as the 3 friends that you requested keys to. I mean, I think that's kind of summarized everything in a nutshell.
Yeah, I do want to mention that this applies right now. We're looking at the people that waited the longest. So those who have sent us the emails from Friday to Sunday during that sale, you guys have waited the longest, and obviously you deserve a little bit of compensation for being so patient with us during this whole time. So we will definitely make sure that you guys are properly sorted when we get to your emails. And of course, if it continues taking longer, then the rest of you definitely will get sorted as well. But if you haven't heard anything at all, like Howard said, spam mail for anything like that, send it in. We'll take care of you regardless. Like, no questions asked. It's fine. We'll have it sorted out. So, right. So I guess, Wendy, was there anything kind of exciting on your end of things from this week?
Oh God, yeah. So we have so many people check out the game. We're having a small sprint run with a lot of smaller streamers that we want to get into Guns of Icarus, because our origins with Guns of Icarus were smaller streamers as they grew parallel to our game. Now some of them are bigger. So we like to get the opportunity out to smaller streamers to actually get, like an actual in with the developers as well. having some games with us, and it's been really, really rewarding to see that. Actually, tonight we're going to have another stream with two smaller streamers. It's all announced on our Twitter page. It's at Guns of Icarus. If you want to follow us there, you have all the news. And if you guys are interested in watching those streams, they are all hosted on twitch.tv/Guns of Icarus as well.
Fantastic. All right, I think that sums up just about everything that's been going on this week. A lot of news and everything. We'll keep you guys posted on the forums and in through announcements and things of that nature, newsletters and all that. So just stay tuned, keep an eye out, and we'll be keeping you guys informed on all the kind of updates we have coming on into the future. So thanks for joining us for tonight's special event covering the whole week and everything. We'll keep you guys in tune for the next Dev Games Fireside. So thanks again. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.